What happened to Douglas Legg? In 1971, an 8-year-old boy walked into the Vermont woods for a short adventure and never came back. His name was Douglas Legg. Douglas had traveled with his family from Florida to visit relatives in Manchester, Vermont, a quiet town surrounded by thick forest and the towering slopes of the Green Mountains. On October the 10th, Douglas decided he wanted to explore. The woods behind the house looked like a perfect place for a small adventure. Winding trails, tall trees, and the kind of scenery that made the mountains feel peaceful and safe. He told his family he was just going for a walk. At first, nobody was worried, but as the afternoon slipped into evening, Douglas still hadn't returned. His family began calling his name along the forest trails. There was no answer. Soon, the search spread across the mountainside. Police officers, local residents, and rescue teams began combing the rugged terrain. Helicopters circled overhead while search dogs followed scent trails through the dense forest. The operation became one of the largest searches Vermont had ever seen, but the mountains revealed nothing. No footprints, no clothing, no sign that Douglas had ever been there. Years later, investigators began focusing on a local man named Robert Durst, a troubled figure who had been living in the area around the time that Douglas disappeared. Durst had a strange past and would later become one of the most infamous criminal suspects in America. But even with that connection, the truth about Douglas Legg's disappearance has never been proven. More than 50 years later, the Vermont woods still hold their secret, and the mystery remains. How can a child simply walk into the forest and disappear forever?